Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A, and actually I have filmed my makeup declutter, and I forgot to do an intro and an outro for it. And I had to divide it into two parts because there's so much stuff that I just couldn't fit it in one. I mean, it was like an hour and a half long, and even though my videos normally are like an hour and a half long, I just thought this was really pushing it over, and so I'm uploading part 1 first, and I'm going to upload part 2 within a few hours of part 1. So they'll both be uploaded. The first part is going to take care of all the face products and all of the face, blush, mascara, brow, powders, foundation, concealers, primers, that. And then we're going into part 2 is the heavy stuff. It's all of the eye palettes and the lipsticks and stuff. Decluttering makeup is actually a great thing to do. One, it lets you take stock of just how much wasteful spending you're doing. And also it really pares down your collection so that you can use it. I mean, it's terrible to have a collection that is just so out of control that you have to have toolboxes to hold it or several drawers. I mean, I don't find that it's very impressive to me when somebody goes through their they say they're decluttering their makeup collection and they don't take anything out of it, maybe 1 or 2 palettes. I just watched somebody, I don't want to say their name because I'm not throwing shade, but I am throwing shade in a way. It's like she showed us hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of eyeshadow palettes, and she took maybe 1 or 2 out, and she's like, I love this one. It's just like this one, but I love this one. And I was like, are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. You know, and I have shades I like out of certain palettes, and I don't like most of the rest of the palette. But that's the only exception to the rule to keeping a palette that has all similar colors to another palette, is there's a couple of shades in there that maybe are unique. And it's really hard to find unique shades anymore because they have everything everywhere now. So I did, in one sense, try to be fair. I also wanted to get things that were new. I wanted to get my old stuff out. And I do believe that makeup is not a collectible. It's not like a figurine or a painting or anything of value. It's just makeup. It's a hygiene product. And yes, they put it in pretty packaging, and you're collecting the pretty packaging. You can't use the makeup after a couple years. You just can't. It breaks down. And in some cases, it's kind of dangerous to use makeup after a couple of years. So these folks who have their palettes from, 2010, a nice memory, a nice stroll down memory lane, but like, you're definitely not going to be using that, right? So I think that I need to walk the walk if I'm talking the talk about, leveling up and minimizing the stuff around me. And I think makeup is a huge endeavor, and it's since I do a makeup based YouTube channel, I have to have a little bit more than the average everyday person would have. But still, even still with that, I have probably the least amount of makeup of any YouTuber. So I'm just going to go through at the end all that's left after this declutter. I hope you enjoy the declutter, and if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, please watch both of them because it may inspire you. And also I'm giving mini reviews on the products as I go along, and I decide whether I'm going to keep them or let them go. And I do put all of my makeup down in the lobby in a box that says free makeup, and my neighbors come in and take it, and if it brings them joy, then I made somebody else's day. That's fine with me. I can't really donate it to women's shelters unless it's unopened and brand new, and there's very few products in that category. Everything's been kind of tested, for reviews or whatever. I have very few products that are brand new, not opened. So I can't really, the shelters in Connecticut anyway do not accept used makeup or open makeup. So I'm not being insensitive. I've tried in the past. So, and you know, when people say, oh, I'll donate it to a shelter, I'm like, no, you're not donating it to a shelter. They don't accept open makeup. It's not hygienic. So anyway, okay, here we go. Let's start with the declutter. And I will be back with you at the end of part 1, and we'll begin part 2. So here we go. This is part 1 of my declutter for January 2023. Hello everyone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my keeps here, and I'm going to put my rejects in a white bin on the side. So the first thing I think I'll pull out here is my Lucas Paw. This ointment is used for my lips. I use it every single day, so I am keeping it. Charlotte Tilbury, this is the magic cream. This is the small kind of travel size. I do love this, so I am going to keep that. This is the Wonder Glow. I'm just going to use it up. I would not purchase this at full price because it didn't faze me one way or another. I know that the e.l.f. Halo Glow is supposed to be similar to that, and also this Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm going to keep these and just use them up, but I would not purchase those again. This is a Sephora product. This is the Sephora primer. I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't think I've opened it. I'm really going to be canceling out a lot of my stuff with Sephora. I am a Rouge in 2023, but I will not be in 2024. I very rarely plan to go into Sephora this year. This is the NYX Plump Right Back. This is the Electrolyte face primer. I didn't think it did anything particularly interesting with my skin. I don't think that it's worth keeping. I don't love it. It doesn't bring me joy, so it is going. This is the Maybelline, and this is the Master Blur Stick, and this is really good for texture and for filling in fine lines. I really like this. This is a solid, transparent stick. It's kind of like almost like Vaseline feeling, but I like the way it fills in the gaps, especially around my mouth and nose. So I'm going to keep this. And this is my Embryolisse. Embryolisse is famous. It's in most every makeup artist's kit. It has, and for a reason. I think Charlotte Tilbury actually based her magic cream on the Embryolisse cream because a lot of the ingredients are very similar. I'm going to keep this because I do use it almost daily. This is a Smashbox Primerizer. It's supposed to be a nice face primer. I got it as a gift with purchase, so I'm not going to be using it, and I'll just give this away. So these are my face primers right now, and lip primers. So I'm just going to keep those. Now these are the eye primers, and this is somewhat controversial, I guess. This is the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I'll use it up, but it didn't do anything one way or the other for me, so I will keep it. But this is the CoverGirl Lid Lockup. I didn't think that this was crazy good. I mean, it was all right, but it didn't do anything really phenomenal for me. Maybe a different skin type. I have lots of texture and saggy skin on my lids, and this didn't really seem to help it in any way, so I'm going to declutter this. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer Base. I do like this, and I think it's a great bargain for a drugstore type of lid primer for underneath eye makeup, so I'm going to keep that. There is a slight color to that too, I believe. Let me just put a little on here. Yeah, there is a little bit. It doesn't hide a lot, but it does hide some. This is the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. These are actually eyeshadow bases, not necessarily what you would call a primer, but people use these as a base, and I love this one. And this one's pretty new. I just bought this within the last 4 months. Nicole, Nicole. I saw her video where, you know, she has her own makeup line, Nicole Johnson. She's part of the Gray Brigade, if you're not familiar. She is a model. She's a very nice person. She's got a lot of knowledge about makeup, and she excels in the over 50 makeup group. This is her eye primer, and I want to like it, but I don't. And the reason is because sometimes I have dry skin on my upper eyelids, just underneath my brow in the brow bone area, and this just brings out all the texture. Now it does have a really nice tint to it, and if you have discoloration on your lids, it's pretty good for that. But I think I'm actually going to declutter this because every single time I've used it, I see it clings to dry skin. And I can't have that. So I'm sorry, Nicole, I'm going to have to declutter this. And it's a shame because I did spend a lot of money for this. And this is Rare Beauty. This is the Always Optimistic Eye Primer. This is made in Italy. And I think anything made in Italy generally is a really high quality product. It's got a doe foot applicator. Yeah, this worked pretty nicely. I think I will keep this. So I am down to just these for my eye primers. Foundations. Okay, well, let's dump them. Let's just go. Little sesh. All right, let's start with my Derma Blend. I love Derma Blend, but look at this, it has separated. And this is probably about 8 months old, maybe from the heat or whatever. It has separated. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I'm not going to be able to pass this along to somebody else because it is spoiled. So I don't know if you can see that it's spoiled, but it's met its maker. It has bitten the dust. It has met its Waterloo. So, Derma Blend, Flawless Creator Drops, and normally I love this because you can mix it into your moisturizer or your sunscreen and create your own custom foundation. But I did it probably once this past year, one time. So, I'm not getting the use out of it. I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to declutter. And I'm going to throw this away. I'm not going to just declutter. I'm throwing this away. This is the 16-hour Cover and Last powder foundation from Essence. I absolutely love this. This is a, it's a very, it's not a drying powder like you would imagine a powder to be. And I've actually set under my eyes with this with no problems. I love this powder, and it's under $5, I think. From Essence, so I'm keeping this. I really like this a lot as a powder foundation or over the top of a sheer foundation that doesn't have the coverage. Now this is Herborian, and this is their BB cream, and this is the color is Doro, I think, and Doro is just a little bit doré. Just a little bit dark for me. This is my summer. It's almost like a skin tint. I do like how it goes over my wrinkles and my other texture on my skin. There is a smell to it of floral sunscreen, but I do like it, and it is. It's a Korean formula, Baby Skin Effect Makeup Care Skin Cream. Now this has actual like skincare ingredients. It is made in South Korea. I'm keeping this. This is new. I bought this late in the summer, and I'm going to keep it. That's the Herborian BB Cream. Now this is Iconic London, and this is their Super Smoother Skin Tint. I thought it was okay. I didn't go nuts over it. I wanted to go nuts over it. This is one of those that I felt the need to go over with the powder because there wasn't quite enough coverage. And it is a little bit glowy, but I do powder my face. The Iconic London Skin Smoother, I'm gonna keep it just for a little bit and see how it goes. This is NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Vienna. And you shake it up really well. Some of these you do have to shake them up. This might be a half shade dark for me. Francois NARS is a makeup artist, old school, really famous. I disagree with some of his names for some of his products because they have a sexual orientation to them, but this is a nice foundation all around, and I think I'm going to keep it. This is Beautiful Skin, and you can see I pretty much almost got it all done. I'm going to finish this up. I'm not going to be replacing this because I have other foundations I like more and I'm going to use them up, but I will use this up. This is the number 4 of the Beautiful Skin Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. It's got a nice pump on it, and when the pump's not working, I will cut this off and squeeze out what I can out of the tube because I really did enjoy this foundation. It's very rare that I go to pan on a foundation. This is really a nice one. Now these two are both from Ulta Beauty. These are the Complexion Crush Medium Coverage Foundations. One's Cool Light and one's Medium Cool Light. I think these are just a phenomenal, these are my favorite foundations. One's slightly darker than the other for summertime. I could just have these and nothing else in my collection. I'll be just fine with it. And Ulta is somewhat drugstore priced. I think it's a really great foundation. So I do love that, and I highly recommend it. This is the RMS Beauty Foundation. You know, this is the weirdest packaging. You have to twist the bottom and then the pump comes up on the top. It does actually all come out. You can see I have used about a quarter of it at this time. It's somewhat wasteful and it's kind of dirty in there, if you can see in there. Yee. Yeah, this was like my favorite foundation last year, and I did use it a lot. I think it's a great foundation. I'm gonna keep it. See if I can puzzle piece these puppies together here. All right. And the last one is Dr. Jart BB Cream. I used this in the summer, and I used this when I went on vacation to Reno. It's a little bit dark colored. It is more of a sunscreen, tinted sunscreen. It's very dark and golden. I don't know if it's going to last till next. It has that same kind of smell that Ulla Henriksen's tinted BB cream smell like. So I like the formulation of this a lot. Dr. Jart is a really nice brand. This is light medium. I think if I'd gotten light I would have been fine. This is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, so there is quite a bit of natural sunscreen protection in this. I'm going to keep this because I really like it, and you know, maybe by summertime I'll use it up. Now this is fairly new on the line. This is my Lang Mani. Now this is from Temu, that website that's kind of an impulsive addict nightmare. You go on there, I think this foundation is only around $3 or $4, and it's excellent. It's a high-end foundation. I did unfortunately get the wrong color in this. So I am going to declutter this particular one. I only used it twice, once for demo and once the day before demo to try it out to see how long it lasted. But Lang Mani is a Chinese company. I think they process a lot of high-end makeup in their factory because all of the Lang Mani products seem to be quite good quality. And I also love their concealer, which is coming up shortly here. So if this was the right color, I would keep it in my collection, but it's the wrong color, so I'm going to declutter it. Now these are all concealers and color correctors. Let me just pull them out. Oh, there's a lot here. Tried a lot of concealers this year, and some of them worked out really well, some of them not so much. Okay, let's start with the jar versions. Now this is the REM Beauty, and I think REM is one of those Forma brands that's not going to be making it. That's the Ariana Grande's company. This is color 7C, and it's been debatable. I mean, I kind of like it. It worked nicely in the summer when it was a little more humid out, but now that it's dry in winter, this does not work very well for me. I have 64-year-old kind of dry skin with a lot of texture and lines, so I'm going to declutter this. And also too, I think the REM brand might possibly be in trouble because of the Morphe lawsuit and Forma brands and all that. This was probably one of my favorite products for the face. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness, and it comes in a couple of different shades. I think this is the lightest shade, but it's basically a color corrector that will color correct redness, green, any kind of shadows. You can use it as a concealer, a color corrector, even blend it in with your foundation. It is a perfect product. Now it is a little pricey, but this is definitely one of my favorite products, and I could do away with all of my concealers and just keep this and be quite happy. But I'm not going to do that. Now this is from the Temu Beauty. This is Camellia Magic Keep Real, Always Love Yourself. This is the #1 palette, shades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are color correcting shades. The consistency and formulation of these is outstanding. If you have any redness or rosacea on your skin, this is a phenomenal product. It's a pale green. It doesn't look green when you have it on your skin. And you know, the salmon here is beautiful too. I don't know if you can see the colors too well. And then there's a light gold for brightening under the eyes. There is a blue here for jaundice looking skin. I absolutely love this little color correcting palette, and I think it was extremely inexpensive, maybe only a couple of dollars. So I would highly recommend it. I got it on the Temu website. I haven't checked to see if they have it on Amazon. A lot of the products on Temu are on Amazon. All right, so let's go through the next product. Here is the True Match eye cream and a concealer from L'Oreal. This has 5% hyaluronic acid in it, and I think it's just an amazing, it's not only a concealer, but it's an eye cream, and you can feel the eye cream. It spreads out instantly, really nicely under the eyes. A little goes a wicked long way. It really does do a bang-up job on concealing, and also it feels so emollient and so beautiful. I really do like this. As much as I'm not a fan of the company L'Oreal, I do like this a lot. This Lancome Tint Idole is actually almost 2 years old, and I'm gonna have to get rid of it because it's older. It is one of my favorite concealers, but I'm going to declutter it because it's older and I don't want to use expiring products. And since I have so many other things I can use, I'm going to get rid of this. Now these two are from Lang Mani. One was purchased in my first order, and I loved it, so I went back and I thought I was purchasing the foundation, and I actually purchased the same concealer again. So this is a wonderful little concealer, also on the Temu website. You can find this on Amazon if you don't want to shop on Temu. And this is shade number 2. And it's not the lightest shade, it's just the next lightest shade. It's really good if you have medium to light skin. This is a really good shade. Very emollient, good coverage, it lasts all day. It's not drying, it's very age friendly. So Langmani concealer. I'm going to keep these both because I'm going to use them up. There's not a whole lot of product in that container. Now I have, this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I think I got just a slightly lighter shade than I should have. This is shade number Light 10 or Light 10. It stays put, it does cover really, really well. It's just slightly light, so I'm going to declutter it for that because I have so many other concealers that I can use. It's not a bad product, it's an excellent product, but I've got the wrong shade in it, and it's not going to serve me if it's the wrong shade. This is the Beautiful Skin from Charlotte Tilbury. Nothing wrong with this. I just think this one also is kind of about a year or so old. I don't want to put expired products on my face, so the Beautiful Skin concealer is going. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is very creamy, but what I found with this is that it did crease fairly quickly in my work day, and I can't have that. And I did get a slightly deeper shade than I was comfortable with. So I'm going to declutter the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is shade 4 Magic Touch Concealer. And this is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This is shade number Light, 02 Light. I really like this a lot, and in fact this Langmani is very similar to it, but I just think this works really well with my skin and works well with the makeup, so I'm going to keep that. So these are now my concealers. That's all I have left. Ironically, all but one are drugstore. Now these are powders, and amazingly enough, I actually reached pan, extreme pan, on this MAC. This is a, wow, have you ever seen pan like that? Woo! That is a Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Yeah, really, really nice from MAC. It's a very soft, kind of a, gives a shimmer to your skin at the end of your makeup. I like a lot of MAC products, and I feel sad that they're not celebrated as much as they should be. So this obviously I'm going to recycle. They have a recycle program where if you have 6 plastic items you get a lipstick for free. So I'm going to put this in my MAC bag to recycle and get my free lipstick. These two are, this is Hourglass and Laura Mercier powders. These were given as like perky gifts. I use them sometimes, and I you know, I'm not going to replace them. I'm not going to buy them. I don't encourage other people to spend so much money on them, so I'm going to declutter these. Now these two, I love these two powders, and you're going to freak out. It's e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow powder, and this is the pale pink shade. It does come in a couple of other shades, but this is the pink, pale pink shade. This is very, very super fine. It looks like smoke, you know, when you open it up. I think this is an amazing powder, and I have decluttered my high-end powders. I'm keeping this. Absolutely beautiful. Wet n Wild, this is the Photo Focus Translucent powder. They also have a banana powder that's outstanding. Again, they've got like, it's super finely milled. It blends nicely. It blurs the pores. It looks nice. It's age friendly, so I'm going to keep these. These are my only 2 powders at this time. Alright, it's going to get tough here. These are the blushes. So let me get the blushes out of the container. Alright, this is a contour palette, so I'm going to put this up with my contour stuff. Okay, well, let's start with the easy one. Okay, this is fairly new. This is the Look Me Liquid Blusher. This is a light, bright, very, very fun shade. Yeah, it's different than that. In kind of a peachy, a light peachy color. I just recently did a Temu demonstration where I showed this. This is the Cheek Water Flip Blush from the Look Me company. Soft Baby Pink Radiance for Cheeks. And it really is. It's a beautiful little doe foot. This is a tiny little thing. Perfect for traveling or putting in your work desk. Really, really pretty light pinky peach color. This is going to be pretty in springtime and summer, so I'm keeping this. Along the same lines, this is Rare Beauty in the shade Hope. This is her liquid blush, and this is very potent. Hope is a pretty color. This is more of a natural sheen. Natural pink color. I am definitely going to keep that. I do like liquid blushes on my older skin. I think it's really nice. This is NARS in the shade Behave, and let me just see if I can. This is a really nice, flattering, plain old shade. Really, really pretty. I'm going to keep that because I use it for work. I wear it almost daily. This is Hourglass in Mood Exposure, and this is more of a mauve-y kind of neutral shade. I'm going to keep it because I do use this in the springtime and in winter. I do use it. This is NYX Sweet Cheeks. And this is a matte shade. The formulation of this is just stunning. The only thing I'm going to have to say about it is that the color is a little bit deep for me. And I was looking at the other shades as well, and they seem to be deep too. So I think I'm going to declutter this one, even though I like the formula. It feels like velvet going on the skin. It's just slightly dark. And this is the Wonder Stick blush. Now these are cream stick blushes. We've got that one, which you can diffuse out. These last really nicely. The other side is a different color tone. That's more of a pinkier tone. Again, you can diffuse them out. They last really nicely. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I think I really like that. This is Krista, and this is a really bright shade. I had dropped it and tried to repair it with alcohol. I think I'm going to declutter this. Even though it's a pretty bright shade, I think I have my base covered with something like this. So I'm going to declutter this. This is NARS. This is their special 6-in-1 palette from last year. This isn't this past Christmas one. It's the Christmas before, so it's getting kind of old. I use a couple of these shades all the time, but I don't use all of them. I feel like I'm wasting it by not using it, so I think I'm going to pass this along and declutter it. Now this is the ColourPop, and this is the Super Shock formula. I believe this is between the sheets. I only use this probably about 6 times, and I hit pan, and it irritates me. So every time I open this, it irritates me. And I know that's a weird reason to get rid of a blush, But if it makes me feel bad in any way, I am not keeping it. I'm just getting rid of it. Okay, now this is the Clinique. This came in that kit that they had released over the summer. This is the Black Honey Pop Blush. And, you know, just like one of those other blushes I had earlier, it's just slightly deep for me, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and declutter this because it's just a little bit deep and I'm not going to reach for it, and that's kind of a waste. So I'm going to get this away. And it's pretty much brand new. It's less than a month old. I bought it for the holiday releases because I was recommending that you buy the Clinique one because it had that, and it had a highlighter, it had a mascara, an eyeliner, and it had the lipstick as well. Now this is MAC in Melba. This is one of my favorite shades. I have reached hard pan. This is an older model, so I think I'm going to have to declutter it, as much as I hate to, because I love this shade. Melon is my favorite from MAC. It's my favorite blush shade. So here's another plastic thing I can declutter towards that lipstick. So this is my, these are my blushes. Not very much left. Okay. Contours and highlights. Let's do the ones that have both in them first so that we can get that out of the way. This is Daisho Highlight and Contour. And I did get this off of the Temu website, and it's got a mirror. It's very, very high quality. This came shattered, and I used alcohol and pressed it in and let it sit overnight, and the alcohol dissipated and this solidified. It's got two shades of contour, one deeper and one lighter, and they've got a gray tone, so they're perfect for dimensional contouring. It's not a bronzer. You can't use it that way. And the shimmery highlight is very, very nice. Now I'm going to pass this up because I just have so many highlighters and so many contours that I like. But this is a really nice choice. If you are on the Temu website, they call it the 3-color makeup kit, I think. And it's well worth whatever it is, $2 or $3 or whatever they want for it. From Daisho, 3-color contouring highlighter. This is the Cali Contour from Smashbox, and I'm definitely keeping this. It's got a mirror on one side, but you've got these beautiful shades. You've got this deeper brown, you've got 2 shimmer shades, you've got a lighter brown, a warm brown, and you've got like kind of a banana powder here for setting. This is just an amazing thing because you can use it as eyeshadow as well as face palette for contouring, bronzing, and highlighting. So I'm definitely keeping this. This is Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in medium. Keeping, no questions asked. This is getting old. This is the Physicians Formula, and it's starting to get hard pan. This is the Muro Butter Bronzer, just in bronzer shade. This is a wonderful drugstore bronzer. It smells like coconuts. If you can handle that, this is a wonderful option for you. Although the pricing in drugstores right now is going atrociously high. It's not too far off from this. So I'm going to let this go because it's just, it's starting to get old, and I have too many other options. This is from Milani, and this is the liquid contour. This is supposed to be mimicking the Charlotte Tilbury contour stick, contour wand. It's really beautiful. It blends nicely. It lasts all day. It has the same kind of sponge tip applicator, which I'm not really incredibly crazy about. This is the first shade, which is called Honey, and I think it's just an amazing cream contour color. So I'm going to keep that one. This is my Fenty Beauty Matchsticks, and this is the shade Amber. I have used this is about a year old. I'm still going to keep it because I just love it so much. It's just an amazing thing. It is magnetized, so it will stick to other metal things in your bins if you have them there. This is an amazing contour. It's the perfect shade, and they've just reformulated it this year. This is the old formulation. I'll be getting rid of this probably in the spring, summer, but I'm going to use it between now and then, so I'm going to keep that. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in Tan Lines. This has met its Waterloo. It's such a dip in here. I think I'm going to let it go. It's starting to get old, and I don't want to put old expiring products on my face. All right, so for bronzers, this is what we have left. For highlight, we have Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. This, of course, is legendary. Everybody tries to dupe it. Everybody tries to dupe it. I wonder why. Because it's so nice. It really is. Beautiful, blends nicely. This was a smaller one that came with a Pinkgasm in their holiday kit, and I just kept this one. The Pinkgasm wasn't my favorite, so I'm still keeping this. I really like it. This is Essence The Highlighter. This is very shimmery. This is bordering a little too shimmery, but I do love it, and I'm keeping it. This is Sephora, and they keep discontinuing things as soon as I start to like them. I loved Dusk, which was part of their, highlighter collection. This one is Aurora. It's a two-sided shimmer highlight, and I want to say I want to keep this, but I'm going to be canceling out Sephora, and because they're going to cancel this out. They're going to discontinue this probably next year. So I'll, they got to have some kind of continuity there. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is Essence Pure Nude. This is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. This is a if you don't like highlight, this is your highlighter because it just gives you a little bit of glow, little different than highlight. And let me just show you the difference in these two so you can see there is a difference in the two of them. And I don't know, I hope it's not too bright, but I like both of these from Essence. I'm going to keep them both. This from Clinique has a little bit of glitter in it, and I'm just not into the glitter thing. Just a little bit too shiny, too glittery looking, so I'm going to declutter this as well. So we're keeping the two Essence and Charlotte Tilbury for my highlighters. That's it. I have a lot of brow products. These are the stencils, which, it's nice to put a stencil up to your eye, and then you just color in with the pencil. You remove the stencil, put it on the other side, just flip it over, do the pencil on, it does the exact same shape on the other side. These are a lot of fun. I really like them. You can see I've used a few of them here. I have little eyebrows. I don't have big eyebrows. But I really enjoyed these, so I'm going to keep these. Magical Eyebrow Style and Eye Method. Remember that with the stamps? I'm just going to keep these because I experiment with different brow shapes. So I'm going to keep those. Now these are... this I should go by type, right? These are Gimme Brows. These are, this one is quite old, so I'm going to declutter that. And these are the 24-hour set. This is very old, so I'm going to declutter it. 24-hour set, brow setter. I'm keeping this. This is an amazing product, wonderful. This is the Gimme Brow in 2.5. I got this at holiday time. I'm going to keep that because it's a nice general all-purpose brow gel. This is the Maybelline Sky High Brown Mascara. I thought it would work for making my brows, like using it as a brow gel, but it actually doesn't. It's a little too dark. So I'm going to put this in with the mascaras and see if it'll work for me with the mascaras. This is a Yankia, and I think this was from Temu, and what it is 4 lines. I don't know if you can see this. It's 4 lines. It makes 4 lines on your brow. But the actual formulation of the brow stuff that it's putting the 4 lines on is not very strong, so I'm going to declutter that. This was Prime Lash. They had sent these mascaras to me in PR, and I wound up using this brown one on my brows because I loved it. I'm going to just declutter this now because they were angry with me, and there's bad feelings here because I didn't like their mascaras as mascaras, but I did like this on my brows, and they also apparently sell brow products, and they were mad that I didn't want to use their brow products. I just wanted to use this. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. This is a clear gel that you stick your brush in, and then you brush it into your brows, and it really holds them nicely. It really does. So I'm going to keep that. It works a lot like the 24-hour brow set, but it's a different format. This is something I recently got from Temu. This is the Max Fine Volume Lengthening Mascara 5D, and it comes in different shades like purple and white and brown and black, and this brown shade is like the perfect shade for my brows, and I just literally swipe it over my brows on each side, and it's almost a one and done. My brows are done. I really like this a lot, so I'm going to keep that actually. Okay, now these are the pencils. I have these plain sticks that aren't attached to anything. I'll just put those on the side. Boy, it really gets you organized when you go through your stuff like this. I have, it looks like 5 brow pencils. It should be easy. This is precisely my brow. I just received this in December. Really, really nice. You know, it's in shade 2.4, something like that. Works nicely, so I'm going to keep that. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm almost out of it. I think that's, yeah, I'm pretty much out of it, so I'm going to toss this one. This is the C-Color Brow Pencil. It's okay, nothing spectacular. I will keep it because it's just, you know, when my other one gets low. This is the Joa brow pencil. Really, really nice. Can make hair-like strokes with it. Really, I don't know what happened to the top of this. On both sides it's gone, but I'm going to keep that one. And then this is Essence. It's called the Eyebrow Designer. I don't really like this, so I'm going to declutter this. So I didn't do so well with decluttering in the brow area, but so I have 3 pencils. I have the brow mascara, and then I have the gel, Gimme Brow Gel, and I have the 24-hour setter, and then the e.l.f. Brow Lift. So it's cleaned up a lot, I guess. Mascaras. Now I declutter my mascaras every 3 months. I don't care how much money I paid for them. I don't care if I've used them very much. After 3 months, and I have stretched it to 4 months, and I think in one case when I had the Thrive mascara, I kept it to 5 months because I'd spent so much money on it. I'm gonna be heartless here. This is, one of these is brown and one of these is black. This is the very black Sky High from Maybelline. It's a nice mascara. I'm going to keep that. This is Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I love this, but it has hit its 3-month mark as of this week. So this is getting decluttered. And I'm throwing it away. Do not ever share your mascara with anybody. This is the Sky High in the brown shade, and I put brown on here so I knew the difference. I'm going to try it and see if it works with my brows. Cali Ray, come hell or high water. I do like this a lot, but this has also reached its 3-month mark, so this is going to be decluttered. And I do like it. I think it's a wonderful mascara. This is a Sky High mascara from Poudier. This is from Temu, and I didn't really like it. It was okay. It was just a mediocre lash, very inexpensive. And I don't like the idea that they were trying to imitate Sky High. So I'm going to declutter this. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. I do like this very, very much. It could be one of my new favorites for the year. And again, I'm not a big fan of L'Oreal, but I think this is a phenomenal mascara. Really, really good. Nice big honkin' lashes. Lasts all day. It doesn't leave dings on your upper lids. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This is the Milani highly rated lash extensions. Controversial. I like it. I don't think it's exactly like Thrive mascara. I think that there's a little bit of a learning curve for application. When you pull it out, there's a lot of product there. You have to kind of wipe off some of that excess product. It's a wet formula, so it's messy. But it makes a really big old honkin' lash, so I like it. The highly rated lash extension mascara from Milani, and of course they are trying to dupe the Thrive Cosmetics, which is, you know, $10–15 more than this. So I'm keeping it because I really do like it. Now this is the Shadows Lash Princess. This is not Essence. This is the same packaging, but it is the, maybe it's the factory that makes Essence. I don't know, but the formula is not the same. The formula on this is better than the Essence formula. I don't know. I think, you know, because it says false lash effect and everything, but it is not the Essence formulation. Even though it looks like them, it's not them. It's an imposter. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want to get involved with that. This is brand new. I brought it to travel with and I never opened it. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I'm going to use these 3, so I think I'm going to just I'm going to declutter this. Even I used to love this mascara, but I'm going to declutter it, and I've not opened it so I can give it away. So my mascaras: Milani, Telescopic Lip, and Sky High from Maybelline. Eyeliners. Okay, this is my pot liner that I have to keep for school because I still am in online makeup academy. This is my Sephora eyeliner. It is a year old now, so I think it's time to let it go. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. It says Kat Von D on it. I'm gonna let it go because it should just be KVD. This is Langmani, and this is a beautiful liquid liner. Absolutely beautiful. You won't believe the color payout here. Look what it does. It's a duochrome, a true duochrome, green to purple. I love this, and it's from Langmani. That's a company that's quite high-end from China. They're on Amazon, and they're also on Temu. If you ever see anything that's made by Langmani, you definitely should check it out. I'm going to keep that. This is the L'Oreal. Let's see if I have any more liquids. Do I have any more liquids? No. Okay. This is the Lay Liner Signature Eyeliner from L'Oreal, and this is a really nice one for tightlining the waterline, which is the inside of your lashes. I'm going to keep that because it is good for that and it doesn't transfer down. This is from Koki. This is called Bronzed, and I love a bronze pencil for under the eye. This is old, so I think I'm going to get rid of it. It's a little too old. This is the Sourmé True Line. This is in a beautiful shade of green. This is over a year and a half old, and again, it's around my eyes, so I don't want to trust it. Let me get rid of that. This is MAC in the color Baroque. I don't even know if they still make this color, but I think I'm going to let this go because it is about 2 years old now, and breaking my heart, I don't think they have this color still. I don't think it's still in their repertoire. This is Pixie. This is a beautiful, this is black cocoa, and they just have such phenomenal eye pencils. They really do probably have the best drugstore eye pencils ever. So I'm keeping this one. This is Sephora. This is the colorful crayon. Yeah, oh geez. This is the Flirting Game. I'm going to get rid of this because, again, I'm going to try and get a lot of the Sephora stuff out of my collection. This is the Davis eye pencil. These are featured on Amazon, and also you can get these on Temu. They rival the Urban Decay eye pencils. And even though I like the quality of this, I don't really like this color. So I'm going to get rid of this. And the same thing with this. It's just, it's just too 1960s for me. I'm going to have to get rid of it. Although, I wonder if it's an eyeshadow. It is so pretty. My gosh. Well, I'm going to keep it. I think I'm being a little hasty. My favorite shade in the Davis eye pencils is this dark green. It's just a phenomenal color. Beautiful. And these are brand new, so I'm going to keep those. LA Girl, the Ultimate Eye pen. This is in the navy color. This is beautiful as well. I'm going to keep that. Cali Ray Surf Proof Easy Glider Eye Definer. I'm going to let this go because I've just heard such horrible things about the natural, no preservatives makeup getting molds and breaking down bacteria-wise and smelling bad after a short period of time, so I'm going to let it go. This is Urban Decay from the Game of Thrones collection, which I cannot part with. This is the Dragon's Breath, I think. Dragon's Smoke. I can't let it go. It's got a nice shimmer to it. It's still good. I'll spray it with I'll spray it with alcohol, my famous alcohol here. This is Pixie from the Hello Kitty line. This was called London Fog, I believe. Yeah, London Fog. This was so pretty. I picked this up this year, and I think it was a limited edition, and I'm really sorry I promoted it so much because some of you went looking for it and couldn't find it. This is Urban Decay in Mildew. I just picked this up this summer for a nice green. I'm going to keep that. It's beautiful. And then this is a Davis eyeliner in silver. It's actually more of a gray silver, so I'm going to keep it because it is really pretty. So I have narrowed down my eyeliners distinctly from what they were. These are nail products. This is a hard one too. You know, nail products come and go. This I bought, this is the Butter London Nail Foundation Priming Base Coat. You put this on first, and then any nail polish you put on over will go on smoothly, no stripes. But this is old, so I'm going to have to let it go. These are Kiss tips. If you're using nail glue, these tips and these tips, I really don't like using the tips. And here's some nail glitters. I just don't use them, so I'm going to get rid of them. These are nail glue patches, which I'm not going to use. And this is super glue, which you can glue on false nails with. These are nail clippers, cuticle removers, nail files, Color Street. Yeah, I did. I drank the Kool-Aid. A lot of the Color Street stuff, Dashing Diva. I'm going to get rid of these. These are old. And here's a Profusion tweezers. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, I don't really need these. I just got some new nail files recently. So we'll get rid of these. This is nail glue that came with the Kiss. This is Kiss Pink Gel Nail Glue. I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to get rid of these. Looks like I have a couple super glues here. And an emery board. This is a eyeglass cleaner, and this is a funnel for something. I don't know. Alright, and these are just fake nails of assorted colors and varieties. I am never, ever going to wear this. Okay. I think I'm just going to get rid of all the fake nails. Maybe I'll put them in a bag and get rid of them. So then I should probably just get rid of this too. I just am not interested in fake nails that way. I use the nail strips, so and I don't have those right in front of me, but I do use the nail strips. So I'm going to put this stuff in a baggie and get rid of it. Alright, I will keep these nail polishes. I do love these Sephora ones. They're so cute. This is a really cute nail file. I'll keep that. Emery board, cuticle remover, and the clippers. So that's a big difference. Plus my nail, you know, tapes, nail wraps. I'll put those in there too once I find out. Find them. Okay, so that's the end of January 2023. Those are the face products. Please click on part 2, and it's going to be uploaded pretty much around the same time that part 1 is. So please click on that and watch that. I had to divide them into 2 parts because it's just too stinking long. Yeah, really, it's like a full-length feature film. And, you know, I know you have the interest span of a toddler. You know, we all are getting shorts-minded. And, you know, a lot of times I'll put a long video on and I'll start house cleaning or doing the dishes, or, you know, I kind of look over every now and then at the video and then back. So I'd rather you pay attention to the mini reviews of things, and maybe if you have these products or you're thinking of buying these products, it will dissuade you from buying them or persuade you to buying them. I don't know. As far as links below, I don't really have any links below because these are things I'm getting rid of, and my final tally of products are, you know, that's just what I have. And I'll be, you know, continuing on. I will be adding to the collection, of course. I have new things coming in every week that I review and I think about and try. And so I'm not going to forsake you there, but I've got to pare down my own collection so that it's manageable to me. And when I wake up in the morning, I can actually put on my own makeup without a lot of stress and hunting around and, you know, making big decisions like which palette to use or which foundation to use. So, okay, well, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Have a beautiful day. Please subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out a lot. Some of you have unsubscribed over the years. Maybe you're pissed off at me or something, but please think about resubscribing. I'm a new person, and you're a new person, and we're all new people now, and we're all older and wiser. So please subscribe if you haven't, or at the minimum, if you could do this for me, just hit the like button, that little thumbs up button on this video, because any kind of interaction at all really does help me. It helps YouTubers when you react to their videos. Okay, so I'll see you in part 2. Please click on that, and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.